I want to start out. I mean, obviously, you've been with this project for quite some time now, and it's one of the few that is taking on a few pieces of art or entertainment that is willing to take on issues around bodily autonomy and reproductive freedom. And I wonder if you talk a little bit about what it means to you to be a part of that, especially at this time where the show just becomes more and more relevant. And I'll go to you, Bruce.
We wish we weren't relevant. Yeah. I think I'd be very happy to be on a canceled television show in a better world. But I think the biggest thing in terms of the journey for me personally has been learning a lot of, learning to understand those issues and to put them in a TV show. Because I think that, when you go into a show like this, it's a show from a woman's point of view, and I'm not a woman. And so you have to surround yourself with people who are, in every department, who are outspoken, but also generous with their time and can explain to stupid people what they really mean. So I think that journey along the way has allowed us to kind of hopefully get to the place where that when we write, we're a little more aware of what we're doing, so we can actually do things like that seemingly are the more coded normal language of real life, but see how it's received in the Gilead world. So I think that we're always trying to take I'm always trying to take things that happen all the time and show them happening in a way where you're like, ooh, that's so weird, that's so creepy, or whatever. It just seems like it happens all the time. And I think that this show has allowed me to become a lot more sensitive to that kind of stuff because of Elizabeth Moss and Yvonne and our whole team of writers. So.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. And how about for you, Warren? What does it mean to you to be telling the story that is so critical and that a lot of shows or films are not willing to take on?
It really motivates us, I think, to that in this world, as it's unfolded, as the world gets closer and closer to the fictional world of Gilead, that I think we feel it in our cast, our crew, everyone brings something extra to what we do. First and foremost, to have the privilege to make the show, we have to deliver a compelling human drama. That Bruce, in the very beginning, Bruce described it as a thriller, and it is. And I think we have a compelling human drama, but it also is about something. And it's about the fight for women's rights, and it's about that more than ever. But we must serve that first master in order to have audiences and our partners say, we want more. So far, that's working. Interesting that since Roe v. Wade decision was made by the Supreme Court, there are 1 million new viewers to The Handmaid's Tale that had never seen the show. So they seem to want to hear our story, to be a part of that, as well as all the fans we've accumulated over the years. And every year it's built. So I guess we're doing something right. But as Bruce said, if the world got right, we'd be happy and we would walk away.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Warren. Something that really, it's been this dance since the beginning, but really comes to a head in this season in a magnificent way is between Serena and June. And these two very different women, their relationship fascinates me. And I wonder, Bruce, if you would just weigh in a little bit on the magic of them and, Yvonne and Elizabeth together.
I am in awe as you are. Lizzie and Yvonne, not only do they make our script much better and make each other much better, it's so fun to watch just in real life. It's like the Yankees bullpen. They are amazing. And so to be able to write really anything you can think of and that they can do. So you're right. Seeing these two women go toe to toe, it was delicious and fun to do. But you really have to make it more than delicious and fun. It really has to be the next thing that would happen in the story. And for me, I didn't really think about it before June killed Fred, but of course the next thing that would happen would be Serena would be scared of her. It makes perfect sense, and so what does that lead to? It doesn't lead to anything unless Serena is Serena and wants to, is definitely not going to sit around and wait for her turn to get torn apart in the woods. So I think that she is such an active, smart, resourceful woman. And so confident in that she is right about what she believes, that she's incredibly formidable. And I think that it was easy to forget that when she was focused on Fred. But when now that you get that relationship, it seems so inevitable. Like they've always been working towards this conflict.
Yeah, wonderful.